The Morning Report. Good morning and welcome to Wednesday, March 15th, Scoreboard. Lots of action in the NHL last night. The rest of the leagues were pretty quiet. Well, OHA, Gavin White, they had a little bit on the go, but NHL was the prime area for the action last night, and we have an important announcement at the end of the show today. So let's get over to NHL transaction. Arizona Coyotes recall forward Bokanji Amama. I had trouble pronouncing that when they sent him down, and defenseman Michael Kesselring from Tucson in the AHL. And the Predators recalled Kevin Gravel from Milwaukee and assigned Michael McCarron down to Milwaukee in their NHL affiliate. NHL news as well. Scores last night. Montreal 6 at Pittsburgh 4. Thank you, Montreal, from both from Ottawa and Buffalo. Tampa Bay 4 at New Jersey 1. That's a tough one. That edges them within 2 points, I believe, of the Leafs. Vegas 5, Phillies 3, Rangers 5, Washington 3, Carolina 5, Winnipeg 3. Detroit lost to Nashville 2-1. Sorry, John McCauley. Boston 3, Chicago 6. Ooh, there's one for Paul. He's not going to like that. And our national capital team, the Ottawa Senators, took it on the chin from the Edmonton Oilers 6-3. Unlike last year, I think, when Ottawa won the season series, they did lose last night 6-3 in Edmonton, but I think Timmy Stützle might have notched a pair. That's going to probably bring him up to 37 goals for the year. Man, that kid's on fire. Arizona 4-3 winners over Calgary in OT. Vancouver 5, Dallas 2. Columbus 6, San Jose 5 in OT. And Los Angeles Kings 5-2 winners over the Islanders. Couple of big games in the NHL tonight, though. Buffalo is at Washington. Buffalo needs that win to keep in there. And Colorado in Toronto. Colorado's starting a bit of an eastern swing. I think they are in Ottawa maybe Thursday night. I'm not positive of that yet. Hot 15, McDavid, of course, there's no doubt about that. 24 points in the last 10 games. Mitch Marner, though, 2 for 1. He's got 20 points in 10 games. Nylander from the Leafs is still in there with 14. And Claude Giroux hanging around in that group of 15 players. 10 players, sorry. And he has 13 points. We can take a quick look at the Atlantic Division standings in the NHL. Boston, of course, they're in a league of their own. Leafs are hanging on to second with 88 points, 2 points up on Tampa Bay, who was sitting right behind them with 86. But the Leafs got 2 games in hand. They may need them. But look at this next group. Those 4 teams are all vying and trying to get into the that last wild card spot. So Florida was 73, Buffalo 71, Ottawa 70, and Detroit 69. That's going to be quite an exciting finish to the NHL. Looking at the queue, we showed you this one yesterday, but tonight Lackady Bathurst is at Halifax along with Evan Boucher. Action in the OHL last night. Peterborough had a home game. They defeated Mississauga 5-2. Gavin White didn't score in that game, but his team It did allow them to pull up even with Hamilton, and I think with a couple of games in hand. Hamilton plays tonight, though, at Sarnia. And Thursday, Peterborough doesn't have their traditional home game. They are in North Bay as the visitors. Hockey East, BU is at Providence on Friday. And they're listing both of those games, Providence at BU at 4 p.m. I don't think that's the way it really is. We'll have to get clarification on that. CCHL schedule tonight, Hawkesbury at Pembroke. Big game for the Hawks. Well, we'll take a look at the standings in a second. And the second game, Carleton Place at Kempville. Double implications there for both Carleton Place in that battle for 4, 5, 6, 7, and Kempville in that battle for 8th spot. Thursday night, Cornwall Colts are rounding out their season with a home game. They are hosting Renfrew, who is part of that group of 4 fighting for those spots. And Cornwall are only 1 point behind Kempville for that 8th and final playoff spot. So things looking pretty exciting in the CCHL schedule heading into the weekend. That's just our, this will be our final weekend, by the way. Okay, CCHL standings. Braves still listed in 4th place. But look at right behind, Renfrew, then Carleton Place, then Hawkesbury Hawks. So we know that's the battle for those spots 4, 5, 6, and 7. And for the 8th and final playoff spot, we have Kempville with 56. They have 2 games left. Cornwall plays their last game tomorrow night. They have played 54 games. They have 55 points, so they're 1 behind. And Rockland, who looks out of it with 52, but they've got 3 games to play. I'm not sure how they're going to crowd those 3 games in this weekend, but they can still potentially finish 8th. So pretty exciting finish to the CCHL schedule. Oh, yes. And I did promise some exciting news at the end of the broadcast. Player of the Week, honorable mention, Phil the Thrill Rondina. Phil's played the last 2 Friday nights, and he was within 5 minutes of getting his 2nd consecutive shutout when Nathan Merritt fired a screenshot, hit the crossbar, and went bar down into the net on Phil. The week before that, Phil had another win when he stopped all 6 shooters. I guess that was a Rockland game. He stopped all 6 shooters in the shootout to give the Braves a win. He's had a heck of a last 2 weeks for Phil Rondina. So we just want to conclude. Thanks, Phil, and we're offering our condolences to Sammy Malo, who was away for a death of one of his grandparents. So that's it for Wednesday, middle of March. See you all tomorrow.